And we're back after a break. We are heading to the last home. You all walk there, and you end up basically in front of a dwarven outpost that's just built into like the mountainside here. Um, it's similar to Gathol, but like the structure is much smaller. Um, and I will move you over there. All right, so you were all here in this little dwarven place. You're able to. You're kind of out here on the outside of it, and let me reveal actually this part here too. We didn't do the fancy lighting. This is actually one of the first maps I built, and you guys just haven't been avoiding it the whole time, so it doesn't have the fancy lighting yet. All right, cool. So yeah, and you guys can easily like the doors to the front room are just open, and there's kind of a nice little fire going, and you can hear beyond it sort of some commotion.
All right, I expect there's something in there.
Commotion?
Just like people moving around, talking.
Oh, not like
stuff.
a panic.
No, not like panic.
Oh, okay.
So we were just running to catch up with you. Why are we checking this house again?
Yeah, can you fill us in real quick?
This is a wellness check.
This is a dwarven settlement near Gathol. The cultists have been kidnapping these dwarves and converting them and or feeding them to the ghouls. We are not sure. So, in a sense, this is a wellness check. I am also looking to see what kind of maps they have.
So don't burn the place down.
Noted.
Affirmative.
What's up there?
All right, so you can move your characters about freely. Tell me what you want to do.
Looking. I'm ready to dodge.
Yep. Yeah, it's just like a normal place. You hear people moving around to the north.
I'm not sure I see the whole map.
Yeah, you're not going to see the whole map. You're just going to see the front room.
Is this the bottom of the map, though?
Yeah, that's the bottom. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I don't see.
Yeah, here's the front
sorry.
doors.
I don't think I showed you guys the doors. Sorry.
Oh, we're not at the door?
Yeah, you're at the bottom door. These are the inside doors that I'm showing you.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I don't see Gary's token right now.
You need to zoom out. You need to zoom out.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it does that to me all the time.
It's like a known bug or whatever. I don't know.
So if Starfire tries to go in first, like, do you mind if I go in ahead of you?
I thought you were ahead of me. How'd you get behind me?
How'd you do that?
That's such a very like wizard fighter conversation right there.
All right, so I'm in there and I'm dodging.
Yeah, you're dodging. You're bobbing. You're weaving.
All right.
Which door are you gonna go to?
Oh, I'm just gonna call out, hello.
The door on the right opens. A cultist walks out.
Ah, good, you're here.
Oh, there. Oh my god, why did I do this to myself? Oh, that's why. Oh yeah, no. 1 second. Okay. All right, so a cultist walks out. He sees you. He takes out a dagger and runs at you, full tilt, and then he tries to stab you with it, and his arm just like decays, and he like has this questioning look on his face, and he just dissolves into ash.
And that's what you get.
Good job, Duroc. What was that?
I turn to Starfire and I say, Starfire, could that have been the treaty?
Maybe? Which should I?
Why didn't the ghoul die?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it would be the treaty. Maybe.
So the
I thought this was the
the ghoul
ghouls.
was exiled, so it wasn't
Yeah.
included in the treaty.
But
Oh.
But this was a cultist, not the ghouls, and I thought that the queen controls ghouls, not necessarily cultists.
See, this is why I didn't like that treaty.
Yep.
Not enough rules in it.
Not enough
I
rules.
signed it, by the way, so you're welcome.
You did. Ah, well, I thought it was a bad idea, but that's okay.
Another cultist walks out. This one is in sort of more fine robes and has one of those like really nice ritual
no.
daggers. And a couple of other cultists walk out with him, sort of as though they were bodyguards. Tough looking dudes with like all this like you guys can see beyond their robes their hands and like up their necks and stuff like that are like sort of turning to stone. It's like as though they had been like bitten by a cockatrice or sort of something like that, you know. And then
Good, you're here.
the head cultist looks at you. He like looks worried for a second, then he looks at the like sort of ash in front of him, and he says, "Ah, I see. Okay. Welcome. What can I do for you?" And like he's like not normally in this position. Like
Starfire, I feel like you should be the talker. That's what I say.
Yeah. Yeah, I take a step forward. I stand next to Duroc here.
Yeah.
We're coming to check in on what's going on here. We understand that we've had some. Are you associated with the people who have been operating out of Sparrow's Crest?
Yes. We had heard reports that they had been routed. We were working on a temple here. However, as soon as we heard the news, we are packing up and will be teleporting back to the Great Desert. We are sorry. We are currently going.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, and I take another step forward.
He sort of like, you know, does like, please, we're leaving as quickly as we can. We're almost packed.
Well, let me help you.
All right, cool. So they let you in. You they don't hold you back at all. Let me reveal the rest of the area here. So they sort of show you around. You can tell people are like hastily putting things in bags. There's like all these like it's actually it used to be a really nice place. Duroc, you notice, and Coil, you guys notice the sort of really nice dwarven like stone cutting here. It's like it used to be like a really nice building. However, it has come into disrepair, obviously, since these guys don't really care as much about it as them.
You know, in Gathol, we've got a pretty good compensation package if you're ever thinking about switching sides.
You think a couple of the cultists might have been interested, but then they're like they've sort of defaced their body in such a like awful way that they wouldn't like. They're like, oh, I'm committed now. You know what I mean? Like that's
Like, I mean, you don't have to worry about the scales of stone on your skin or whatever it is you got going on there. We'll take you in with open arms.
all right. This one says, we'll say you're kind of walking and talking. This one says like, can you cure the effect, the petrification?
We've got the best clerics back in our town, and we can help you.
He sticks with you and is now
I
going.
have like a sigh of relief that he didn't point me out.
He sticks with
Like,
you, and
I'm
he
like-
like sticks by you, and all you could tell all the other cultists are like, if these guys weren't here, we would kill you so fast.
Oh, you mean this guy? Okay.
Yeah, so this guy is going to join you.
Okay.
Coil is going to take a dark turn here, and if I'm alone with any of them, I'm going to just try to kill them, probably stab them in the back.
Okay, so
Well,
do you want to like let
Marcus.
the others go and then you kind of stick around here? or something, or
The funny part is, I think I kind of already know that, and so this guy just basically switched sides, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, he's getting the longsword.
Oh, so he switched sides, and you're just gonna stab him?
Sacrifice dwarves to fucking teaming.
Okay. All right,
Switch sides so I can kill him so I don't die from the treaty.
all right.
I mean, I assume I'm going to kind of like look around. I'm going to go inside and start looking around.
all right. So let's take things one at a time. So you guys are talking, and we'll say here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move you all in here. He's showing you around. We're gonna do this. All right, and then this cultist comes over here, and he says,
Yeah.
"Yes, I do want to join you."
Okay.
Then this guy says, "Okay, well, we can continue showing you around. Would anyone like to stay here while we show the others around? What would you like to do?"
I think right now I am going to do a channel the maker, maximum power, shatter, and it would be centered here. It'll be like all of these.
All right, so you're just gonna like he changes sides, and you're like, channel the maker. Is that what happens?
Maximum power.
All right.
Auditory deterrence 2.0.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
It's not a roll. They have to. I'll put it in the chat
Yeah, put it in the chat.
because it's max damage. So I.
All right, Gary, I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Lovely.
Gary.
Mm-hmm.
Coming.
right.
Oh,
So what's the max damage you said, Josh?
24.
All right, Gary, you're taking 24 damage.
okay.
So
Okay.
you like channel it, and then like the like energy of it just sort of flows into the wand, and like the wand just gets like it just channels through Gary's arm, and he just like collapses.
So that was 4 points shy of killing my character and needing a reroll.
I thought I made
Okay.
it pretty clear when the cultists attacked you, he died. Like,
Yeah, but they're in violation of the treaty just by being here.
No, they aren't.
they were
Because
here
they
and they're
left yet.
leaving.
Yeah.
But they're not allowed. But they're still in violation, right? They're not allowed to be north of the desert.
Well, when you
So
when you
I
say
thought
treaty,
they would be-
people have to like take time to retreat,
Yeah,
Like,
they're
they don't-
leaving.
teleport, right?
That's what they're doing
All
right
right.
now.
Well, you learn
I
something
mean,
cool.
Yep.
And you have the power to restore them, right?
What?
You have the power to restore them, right?
I would ask if
In
this,
character.
if this should be 24 times 4.
No,
Gary's
no,
seeking
no.
death.
Okay.
They see that happen, and then they all just they're like, okay, we're leaving now, and then they all just like pack up their stuff. They all just drop their things, and they just all leave. Like they all just start to like leave the building.
Okay.
I
This
say
one,
bye.
this one says like he just sort of kneels, and he says permit. He like sort of kneels down, and he's like there were others downstairs. We have destroyed the circle and the rituals. I'm sorry it took so long. And then he just like stands there until you respond.
Okay. So the response is going to be the longsword because this guy did switch sides, and
He did. He is on your side now. Yep.
yep, and I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah. You kill that guy.
Because- Right, and but I have something to say when I say it.
Okay,
Like,
yep.
I have found the cure to your disease.
Okay, yeah. He's on your side. You just kill him outright. All these cultists leave. They just run out the door. They just leave their stuff. that you guys explore downstairs. I kind of want to show you downstairs because I made this really nice huge map, but it was basically just all full of ghouls, and there was a basilisk down there with some really awesome I'm gonna just show it on camera just so everyone
Just so we can
knows.
see.
Sometimes as a DM, you like this just happens.
And you lose the material.
Yeah. But you do find a magical object down there, so I want to make sure you guys get access to that.
Sweet.
All right. So I don't know if you guys can see this really nice dungeon. There's all kinds of traps and zombies. Down here, you find a
It's
crystal.
all dark.
Oh, is it all dark? Oh, let me turn off.
It's like loading.
Let me turn off
Yeah,
the
I can see
dynamic
loading.
lighting. Sorry.
Written cool rule books, crafting spell lists.
There you go. You got it.
No.
Can you see it now?
Now it's all black. Yeah,
It's all black?
loaded, but it's all black.
Randomizing dice rolls, critically hitting. It's like got that whole
Oh, it's
cycle of.
loading or something. Weird.
Yep.
Oh, see, it's not for me.
Can you see
I
it?
just see it black. It's all black.
Okay, let me try and reload it for you. How about now?
Nah.
All right.
Black.
Anyway, there's a bunch of cool stuff there. You guys find a crystallized magic, and like a tarnished demonic summoning circle, and the other thing that you find is a blood gem. Let me give you the explanation. You also find 50 gold spread out like amongst all their belongings, so you guys can spread that out. You also find a basilisk eye, because they had to slaughter and kill a basilisk. And basilisk eye gives you advantage on any like petrification
Saving throw.
Yeah. And then the blood gem. Oh man, I didn't have it saved. What was I thinking? The blood gem is a really cool, complicated magical item. Let me get it for you real quick. All right, so the blood gem is... All right, you implant it onto your arm, and it reduces your hit points equal to a spell level, and then gives you an extra spell slot. So this one specifically is a level 1 spell. So if you implant it into your arm, you permanently reduce your health by 1, but you get an extra level 1 spell slot.
Ooh. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for someone who only has level 1 spells.
Is it? And it's like a permanent thing, like it's just stuck in your arm.
You can
It's
take
attuned to
you
magic
can
item?
take it out if you want, but it's gonna hurt.
But you don't get the 1 health back, right?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, once you take
Oh,
it out and do a full rest, you'll get the 1 health back.
It could be a shareable thing. It's just like a.
Oh.
It should, whoever takes that just keeps it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just put it in a shared stack.
It's just like adventuring
That's not
parties
going in the
die.
share.
Adventurers parties died due to sharing needles. Yeah.
No one's share with you, Susie. You look sick still.
You can have it if you want it, Susie.
Oh, it's fine. Like one of us should take it. I don't need it, but it'd be cool.
No, go ahead, take it.
That's all
I already have a couple magic items, so.
Yeah.
As far as the 50 gold, that's 12 gold each, and then 2 people get 1 gold
Not
extra.
taking.
So
take 12.
13.
Yeah.
I took 12 as well, so you guys can take 13.
Do you guys want my gold? Because I just got this sweet, sweet implant. No.
No.
Okay.
Who's taking the basilisk guy?
I love to take the basilisk guy. Unless somebody else
Derek,
thinks
I
that's a
need
good
you to
idea.
put this in my arm.
Why my buddies? Ching!
Yeah, it just goes in, and you see it sort of like these sort of red veins sort of just sort of, it doesn't look very good. It sort of just seals itself in there to your like, your veins, and then now it's just in there.
Forever. It's like a weird form of scarification. That's how I'm gonna look at it.
So,
Just
is there any like library?
Yes, I was just
Or-
getting to that. Sorry. All right, so back upstairs. Here. In this room. There's some documents and libraries, but the really nice thing is that over here on this wall, there is a painting, a fresco, of a bunch of it's like sort of imagine like one of those like war scenes, like where there's like a bunch of people on one side and people on the other fighting each other. They're running at each other. But on one side, it's like there's like it starts with like dwarven smiths, and then it sort of moves into like warforged, moving to the middle, right? And then on the other side, there's this like large dragon. And it's made all of like cogs and wheels and stuff, and it's sort of like it's like using its dragon breath, and out of its dragon breath is like coming all these like clockwork like soldiers, like they're like those are the things that are fighting with the war forges. So it's like this really elaborate war painting of war forges versus like these clockwork soldiers and this clockwork dragon.
Do I recognize, or does anyone in the party recognize the clockwork? being-
Yes, Duroc and Susie.
Oh, we've seen them. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
good. I don't
you
need
would
to answer.
recognize the things that you fought while protecting the other Warforged, the one that said like take this sword to Coil.
Mhm.
Susie, does that look like those things that were trying to throw us in the lava?
Yep.
I was telling Coyle about that thing, and that's how he got his tool, his calibration tool. That
Is
thing we
this-
saw forged.
Are these also the same as that were at the library that was shooting books at us?
Yeah, actually, you see like one of those little book wobblers like sort of running with yeah, you do actually see one of those. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I say, these things were fighting a warforged at the forge.
Yes, your brother.
Sure.
Friend.
Your brother in creation from Moradin.
Interesting. Could I make a religion check to see if I know what this dragon is?
Sure. You think that it's okay, so you think that the painting is literal, that it is like a literal dragon, but on a higher level, you also think that this is some sort of like it's a foil. You know, like most gods have some sort of foil. Like this is some kind of like foil to Moradin, right? It's like what could happen if the machines were bad? Like what happens if you misplace or it's sort of like imagine if you made a robot and then an evil person convinced you to put guns on that robot, and now you're Mega Man. Like so that's sort of the idea there.
Okay. But I don't know its name or anything, its
No.
history or anything. And what? So is this a library or an office or a map
Yeah,
room?
It seems like it used to be like a library. Most of the papers now just talk about like they're like missives they're like old missives back and forth between the cultists and the ghouls. Like it reports like how many dwarves they've found, how many dwarves they're sending, how the ritual circle is coming along, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we want those records because we want to be able to track the tracing on these people that left, right?
Yeah.
Is there any indication of like, so if the cultists and the ghouls were like separate organizations, why were the cultists working with the ghouls here? What were they getting out of this?
The cultists, you definitely find out, like beyond a shadow of a doubt here, that the cultists were working for the ghouls. They are like basically once the ghouls discovered that they couldn't go into Sparrow's Crest, they started making cultists to go up there for them and get people. So it was sort of like an evolution of it, because the ghouls are also an intermediary to the demons. So it's like the ghouls work for the demons, and the demons, like the cultists also work for the demons.
So it's not like the cultists rather swore themselves over or were partnering with the ghouls. They were created by the ghouls.
Yeah, well, like they were created by the ghouls and by the demons that the ghouls work for. So they both have the same boss.
But who do the demons work for? That's the question.
Well, they work for the king demon, right?
Yeah, they just work for bigger demons, and then it's all turtles after that.
The Duro.
The dragon turtles.
It's just dragon turtle on top of dragon turtle.
Okay. And it looks like basically the cultists, there's like hardly any remnants of like this being a dwarven settlement. It's just like the cultists have moved in and taken over, and
Yeah, the frescoes survived because those live forever, basically. Like you'd have to like destroy the wall.
yeah. So I'll say it would seem the last remnants of the dwarves have disappeared from this place.
Mm.
You feel like you've found what you were looking for in any way, Coil?
Negative. But now, at least, I know what I seek is no longer here. And there's no mention of Forge Home or the Shield Vaults of
Well, like
Morden.
the back of the painting looks like Forge Home and Shield Vault. Like it looks like the war is happening in that place.
Oh. Okay.
Do you want to take it with us?
So out of character, that would be like really difficult, right? Like we'd have to take apart.
Yeah,
we'd
you'd have to
dismantle the wall.
you'd have to chisel out the wall. I mean, a bunch of dwarves could do it, but it's like
Could I, if we ever wanted to review it, use Silent Image to manifest a copy of it?
Yeah. It might not be perfect, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good enough.
Yeah, I say it may not be worth the effort to transport it.
This is, if I get this right, it's showing an attack on Fort Home, and it might have been successful, and they're celebrating it down here.
So is that what it is? Well, I don't.
Yeah, it definitely seems like they're fighting in Forge Home. Like it seems like this dragon and these clockwork people definitely attacked Forge Home.
But this was clearly done by dwarves.
This was painted by dwarves, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it wasn't the cultists.
Like this fresco's been here long before the cultists are ever here.
Right. And how? I can't remember what you said. How old is New Home? Like, how old is this structure?
It's pretty old. Like it's a pretty old place. Like it was there before Gravy got there, you know. And who knows how longer before that.
Okay.
This is where
Well,
Gravy is from.
This is where Gravy is from. Yep.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize.
Can Dorok tell, based on the stonework or anything?
Give me that stonework roll.
All right, so I believe that is history with +2 to this roll that I'm going to roll right now.
Mhm.
I don't get necessarily advantage. It's just the +2 on the roll.
Okay.
Well, it should be +4 actually.
Oh, but the +2 is built into the roll I just gave you, so it's +2 on top of that.
Okay. So yeah, 22. Yeah, you think this place is pretty old. Judging by the stonework, it's been here for a long time, and it was a nice place. Like you think that maybe it was built by people like maybe refugees from Forge Home or something like that, like a long time ago. Like it definitely feels like the sort of like maybe you got to see the room that Coil was from. Like basically Coil was teleported near Gathol, like the rearranging happened and he landed there. And that stonework in that room matches the stonework here. So like the same dwarves that made his room also made this room.
Is that the room that had the forge in it? Because I don't know that I ever saw his room.
Yeah, we'll say that you saw it like when the dwarves dug him up from
yeah. Okay.
Gathol, like because he was like sort of in there in sort of like a stasis mode or something that.
Yeah.
So you saw his room, and that looks like the same people that like so.
Okay.
So the people from Forge Home, they once stood here.
Sure. And they it looks more like Forge Home resettled here
So
after they
it
left.
would seem to me that this depiction is a historical account of an attack on Forge Home. Jay, what is the outcome of, like, is the outcome clear from the picture? I guess if it was refugees, then Forge Home would have been destroyed. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you think that, but you think that this was Durok, you think that this was painted in like we hope to keep fighting. Like this is we will never stop fighting.
It's a hopeful message of, like we might have been defeated, but we're not dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Never forget.
I hope the map room of Forge Home is intact.
Perhaps there's news of other places dwarves settled here. No?
Maybe if we look for where we've seen those clockwork things and follow them, it'll point us in the right direction.
Well, the ones we saw, we teleported in and teleported out on a malfunction, so...
Oh, well. We found a couple, yeah.
Just to quickly clarify, the Warforge actually said that he prayed for Moradin's assistance and he brought you there. So it could be one or the other, just as an FYI.
Oh, right. It was a combination, perhaps. So perhaps praying to Moradin could get us to where those places are. Oh, look at Coil, and yeah, you're the hotline.
Indeed.
Cool. This is gonna be the 20-minute warning, just as an FYI.
Okay. So I don't know. There's nothing else here, I guess. Shall we go to the? We're also nearby that giant hole that no one has ever checked out.
It's true. You are.
I love big holes in the ground.
Let's check it out.
All right.
Starfire, you're a much braver wizard I ever thought I'd see.
To the hole.
To the hole.
All right.
You guys are way too excited about a hole.
I'm sadly archiving that thing that I built. You guys can all watch the VOD and look at how cool it was. It was like one of the first ones that I did dynamic lighting on too, so I was like happy with it. All right, I'm done. I'm done. All right, for real.
Could have kept it in your back pocket.
Nope.
Yeah.
For this moment.
No, it's over. It's over. All right. So I'm gonna move you over to another place. Hopefully this one will load for you guys. Let me make sure.
I hope so, because that like rotating text on my screen is really annoying.
Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry. 1 second.
Asking if Duroc needs it.
Oh, he's a dwarf. All right, let me update your sheet with that.
I really like this game.
Oh, thank you.
I get shit done. I feel like I accomplished something. I feel like I almost die every time, and I do. And then
Okay. Cool.
Can we have a exposition session coming up?
Yeah. It's 6 hours exposition. No rolling. Actually, I'm gonna break out the Jenga set. And we're gonna play virtual Jenga. Oh, we've been recording the whole time. All right. Welcome back to Gathol. Here's what happened. I broke the game by turning on dynamic lighting on a map that was too big. Don't do that in your home game. You will crash it. All right. Cool. It's a known bug. They know about it. They're trying to fix it. It's a new thing. Cool. So you all adventure out to the huge hole, and you see a cave leading down next to it. It looks like it has been barricaded from the inside, not the outside. But it's like not that hard. You can sort of move the boulders out of the way. And now you're in. And the world is your oyster. So this thing right here, this orb is light. It's a light spell. This bottom left one. Anyone can control that. If you cast light, just tell me and I'll make you one.
The cave does it seem like a naturally forming sort of cave, or more of a structure, or what are we walking into?
It's definitely made by humans, but it's not like it was made into stone. Like it was a nicely crafted cave, but like it like was it's not like carved by animals. You know what I mean? Like it's not or weather.
Okay.
all right, let's get in here.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
I'll look to Duroc and I say, or Duroc. Did you want to lead?
Yep.
Yeah, Derek, why aren't you in front of me? Let's go.
You're too fast.
I am. These
girl.
long legs. I look down on you because I'm 5'10".
Yikes.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's down. Okay. Yeah. So I will come to here and take a look down. You know,
Okay.
before I go down these ladder, I want to look down this hallway and stuff. I don't want to see what's on that level 10 feet down before I
Yep.
go down there.
Yep. You can go. You just see dirt, nothing more. You know what I mean? Like it's just a dirt floor.
Okay.
It goes down 10 feet and then continues on.
I'm just gonna there's like a little stone or something on the ground, like loose rubble, anything like that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I just want to throw a rock down there and crane it off a wall just to see if it attracts attention or anything.
Yep. Cling, 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 cling.
And
Nothing.
then listen. Okay. Then I'll check the sturdiness of the ladder. Is this a good ladder?
It is actually like it's, it seems like it's a good ladder. It seems like it's like, it's not super old or weathered or anything like that. It's still fine.
Okay.
Is
I'll use it.
attached?
Is it attached? No, but it's placed there like specifically. You know what I mean? Like it's
Okay.
not,
It's
not like
leaning up against the thing, but it's not like bolted in.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use it. Go down.
Does it look worn?
A little bit. Yeah, people have used it before.
Well, hell, I'll get here, and then I'll look to see if anybody's been like walking around. Anyone want to help me with my survival check here?
Oh yeah, I'm happy to do so.
All right, so then that means we both roll, and we essentially get advantage on that, right? Like,
Yeah, so
or
basically
one
we're going to
roll,
take the
my roll.
higher,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Good.
All right, yeah. You like Durok's like, I don't know, I can't tell. And Susie's like, people have walked here recently.
Sounds about as much as I would say.
Can you estimate the size of the prints?
They look like they're dwarf prints.
It's a lot more information than I would have thought I got, but sounds good.
You got a 15. That's pretty good.
Thanks.
All right, I'm looking around the corner.
So you see up top, like another 10 feet up, there is a Duragar standing, and he seems like he's looking right at you.
I pull back,
Okay.
and I say, "Oh, Coil, come here."
I run over.
All right, now you take a look around here, and you'll see one of them dirty dwarves you were talking about before.
At this point, too, I have a light spell, so my light is coming around the corner.
It
He
sure
knows we're
is.
here. He sure knows we're here. He still looked me dead in the eye.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, you see him up there, and he's just sort of staring in your direction, sort of blankly. Give me a perception check. I like how far back the wizard is. Just so far back.
Oh, shoot.
Starfire was on the ledge, which was a very good tactical position for Starfire to be.
Yeah, you guys moved too forward, so I can't do anything at that point.
Kidding.
All right, that's
Yeah, he just looks like a weird-looking dwarf to you.
so there's no I gotta go 10 feet up, huh?
Yep.
And he's just like standing there.
Just
Hey,
standing
you!
there.
He's
Hey,
10
shit for brains.
Yeah, it's like a 10-foot up. Like you'd have like 10 feet up. Yeah.
I'm gonna try and toss a pebble at him. Yo!
Roll. Give me an attack roll. There.
Excuse me.
I don't have a thing for pebble. Wow.
Yeah, you throw it at him, and it just like you don't even make it up the 10 feet. It just bounces and then bounces back down sadly at your feet.
Maybe he's
I,
just trying to get his attention.
I pretend I don't notice Durok throwing. Like, if he looks around to see if anyone saw, I'll, like, look the other way.
Definitely a good dwarven make there. Hey, you! Nah, I don't think he's all there.
Maybe we could like throw him this rope, but he wants to like help. You know, like
Or just go get the ladder and bring it here.
that's fine too.
I mean, I'd rather use a ladder than a rope.
All right, so you're gonna go get the ladder.
This
Well, what's down here? There's a little thing down here on the right. What's in here? What you got in there, Coil?
Ooh, what's in here?
there is another pathway.
Oh, let's just go. Sounds great.
Well, is
All right.
he gonna start screaming?
You see two more Duragar standing, just totally still, just looking. Like
Wow.
this one here is looking at this table, and this one here is looking at this other Duragar, and they're just sort of standing there.
Hold up, Coil. Hold up. Hold up.
I didn't see them until, like, pretty soon.
Right, Coil. That's 3 Duergar, and I know this shit for brains, but usually they be attacking by now, so I don't know what's going on. And if they're infected with something, I don't want you to get it and bring it back to us.
Yeah, don't bring us any diseases.
Are they breathing?
Can I make a medicine
Yep.
check?
You can make a medicine check. Yep. They have shallow breath, and as you close into these guys, you see dried blood around the bottoms of their eyes, as though they'd been crying blood, and as though it had dribbled out of their ears and onto their beards.
I say, but I don't know the cause of it or anything.
No. Also, their eyes are like completely white. They have no pupils at all.
But I don't necessarily know that that's weird.
I mean, a creature not having pupils is weird.
Okay. I say, there are a number of strange characteristics, symptoms of these dwarves.
All right.
I start listing them off.
1. No
As he
pupils.
starts picking them up, I start backing up and then backing up. They might be chipper brains, but they got real similar physiologies. I don't want to be next to them.
Yeah, I'm gonna detect disease poison. Does that give me like what
let's take
is
a look.
wrong? I can do medicine check too, but I don't know if that's gonna do much.
I'm looking real nervous, shaking. It might be the plague. I start breaking out that Shax's sour sandy. I hear vitamin C is good for it. Lemons hold off the plague.
All right. You can sense the presence and location of any poisonous creatures, and diseases within 30 feet of you. You identify the kind of poisonous creature, or disease. You cast it, and you sense no disease or poison about them.
Damn.
Really?
If we got 10 minutes, I could do detect magic here.
Yeah, medicine check.
Yeah, you can spend 10 minutes. Do a medicine check for me.
Yep.
Get in there, Starfire.
Do you do medicine or detect magic?
We're gonna do both. I'm gonna do the the medicine first, because
Okay.
it would happen first.
Sure.
Do you want that from me or do you want that from Starfire?
That's from you. Your medicine check, Susie. You have no
Oh.
idea. Starfire. You sort of spend 10 minutes. You see a faint magic glow. It's like sort of coming up from their head and going in like this direction. It's like a very thin tether.
So there's some source over here that's controlling them. So either we disengage that and they all get free and attack us, or we disengage it and they don't attack us anymore. But
we could also move. We could also move past them and then find what is controlling them, and then they could be released.
That's exactly what she said, I think.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah,
I don't want to go further.
My fear is if we go in here too far, we're gonna get surrounded.
Mm-hmm.
What? Could you just give me a little? What's wrong with them again? Some sort of what now?
What would the school of magic here be? Whatever charm is under, I assume.
Yeah, the charm one.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, it's abjuration or something.
Oh, they're weak-minded. Yeah, but that makes sense. Yeah.
So there's something mind controlling them up here.
Enchantment.
Enchantment. Thank you. Yeah. So there's something enchanting them.
We definitely shouldn't be caught unawares by these fuckers. I kill one.
All right. You sort of raise your sword into the air, and you make an attack roll on it.
I don't know. Do I get an advantage? It's just standing there.
Yeah, you do. All right, so you hit it, and like your sword just like plunges deeply into its neck, and then like its head moves at you, and then its mouth opens and just blood just like pours out of it, and then it like goes for its weapons, but you guys all get teleported away before they like sort of activate. Yeah. So. They would have fought you, but we're out of time anyway. So you just your necklaces sort of flare up, and you're like, oh shit, and then you. Cool. All right, and we are going back to Gathol. All right, let's put you all on autopilot here. Sorry about the technical difficulties before. I'm sure it will be fun to edit for me. I'm sure that's just the best thing that's going to have happen to me.
Exactly what you wanted to do tomorrow.
I mean, I'm going to probably wait on this one because it reveals a bunch of this huge dungeon, and I don't want you guys to see it before we play through it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's talk about autopilot stuff. All right. First off, Josh, this is the 11th game you play. Awesome. I don't know if you level. I'm going to let you do the math on that. I think you level at 9 and then 13. So I think you have a few more games till next time, till next level. Am I wrong? Because my chart here says 2, 5, 9, 13, 17, 21 are the level numbers.
Oh.
Because it's once you hit level 4, it's always 4.
Yeah, but this is definitely at least the third game I've been level 4.
I want to say, like, I mean, when we were playing last time, I thought you were already, like, you said this, like, you were going to level up after this, the one we were playing, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought. But
I have
can
11. I could be wrong, but I have 11. That's the number I have.
Yeah, I can go back and watch the tape.
Yeah, feel free to let me know I'm wrong. All right, so what are you going to be up to for your time? Still going to help defend some people? Or train defenses?
I am actually going to go to Sparrow's Crest and train people over there.
What is Sparrow's Crest?
It's a nearby village or settlement. It's the one that the ghouls.
Oh, right. Okay. Yep.
It's like the tunnel. It leads directly to Sparrow's Crest, but
Okay.
then there's the fog that they have this magical divine fog that prevents monsters from entering the town.
Nice.
Right, but none of them know anything about fighting.
Because why haven't they had to learn?
Yeah,
True.
they haven't had to learn because the fog keeps all the monsters out.
Gary, I think you're leveling up here. You guys,
I
got
am,
you
yes.
at 9. Awesome. And what are you going to be doing?
My hit point dice are always the worst.
So you get 4 plus your con mod.
I think I've rolled 3 ones so far.
Yeah, but you just take half.
Oh no.
Yeah, but I'll take the half, which is awesome and generous.
I am the most generous dungeon master.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember the first episode, you were like, no, you just roll them. You get what you get.
No?
Yeah, you were definitely suggesting that.
Because it was the other games that I watched. They either choose. It's either you roll for it or you take half.
choose. Yeah,
But-
Right. That's
yeah,
what the
you-
player's handbook says.
right.
Yeah.
So yeah, Gary would have like
9
7
hit points.
points,
Yeah.
level 4.
All right, Gary, what are you going to be doing during your downtime?
Yeah, I'm gonna be. I think Starfire's done with the carnival for a while. She's just doesn't have the joy anymore. She's gonna try and help out around the where the market that burned down and try to help people and basically apologize and try to make amends to everyone she feels she's wronged.
So I think that you're like it seems like you're still trying to like affect the hope of Gathol just in a different way.
Yeah,
That's what it
yeah,
seems
that
like.
makes sense.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's gonna be like, see, this building didn't burn down, and then use illusion magic.
Just like it was.
Nice. All right.
And then they'll be like, but I'm inside and I'm being rained on.
Chris, this is your 4th game.
Yep.
And I didn't update M's last time because she's played the same amount as you. So you're both
Same
on
as mine.
4.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Cool. So what are you gonna be working on, Duroc?
So I'm gonna Duroc is gonna see if he can like read through Mayor Keen's notes and stuff like that, and kind of just like because there was a lot of stuff going on that he knew about, but he didn't tell everybody. He wasn't keeping it a secret. It's just like, these people knew that, these people knew that. He had to keep track of. So I want to like read through those and see what I can do about continuing with the work of the military mostly. It's like off time, just reading the book, but
You can only do
on
one
time it's-
thing, basically. So Keen's notes or military. You can only do one thing. That's the rule.
all right. Keen's notes.
Keen's notes. All right. Susie, what are you up to?
So Susie has noticed that there are not any worshippers of Salute in this shit town. She means great town. And she would like to make a shrine associated.
Okay. Cool. Now the last thing that we have to do, make sure we don't forget, you guys found a crystallized magic. It was a free one because you signed the treaty. Pretty awesome. The only person who had to take damage for that was Gary.
Whatever. I mean, Starfire is a tank, but in a different way.
All right. You can thank Coil after class for that damage. So what would you all like to put your crystallized magic towards? There's still that list of suggestions. I'm open to other suggestions, whatever you want to come up with. I think actually a good suggestion would be helping D20 roll 20 fix their dynamic lighting. That would be pretty awesome, but that's what it is.
Where are the suggestions? Sorry.
They're in the things you might want to know about Gathol, I think. Yeah, down at the bottom. It's like examples for crystallized magic.
We could donate 2 so each player gets a feat? That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool one, I think. You have one right now. You could save it, certainly.
So the Smiths already have +1 armor, like
Nope.
or what? Like
You would need to do an additional one to unlock magic armor. Right now, you got halfway there, which gave you magic shields,
weapons.
and then one more
Okay.
gets you magic armor.
okay, and we don't have magic weapons.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be
We
cool.
really could use the magical defense around the lumberyard, huh?
Yeah, you probably can't do that one anymore. Maybe we could get rid of that suggestion.
I'd be
Well, I
cool with
assume-
saving it for the feats.
Well, here's the thing.
So here's the thing, guys. If we save it for the feats, I promise that my vote on Monday will be for feats.
Yeah, that's
if we
cool.
get
So
a crystallized magic.
I get it. Awesome. So like we can get it real quick. However, as I'm reviewing Keen's notes, I'm noticing that we need help. We really need help. We gotta save the town. We could really use some military help. We could use some military help. And all you motherfuckers voted for personal power. And then the kobolds wiped out our fucking upper settlement. So maybe we don't do that this time.
Yeah, but Gathol already has a +2.
What?
So
I see the military defenses is +2. We've already put in there.
you put 1 in there, and that brought it up to 37%.
Yeah, like 1 doesn't necessarily mean that's good. 37%. We lost kobolds.
Usually 1 crystallized magic equals about 3%. Just as an FYI.
Yeah, like,
That's like
these are everywhere.
that's the conversion rate.
Right.
They were pretty powerful kobolds, though.
I hear
Yeah.
you. Break the breach the walls, but if we had been putting more there, none of those people up there would have died, or they wouldn't have wiped out all that stuff. You know?
Okay, my vote is for feats.
All right, feats, Duroc, defenses,
More defenses.
Starfire,
Feats.
Coil.
Well, I'm gonna be outvoted. I was just gonna say we could finish the armory.
Well, that's 2 votes for feats. So,
Yeah.
all right. So I'm gonna just update it on this sheet here. Donate 1.
Can't promise we'll get it, but I will do my best
I'll
to persuade
update it.
everyone but Duroc.
All right, cool. Thanks for playing, everyone. Thanks for jumping in late, Duroc and Susie. Have a great night.
Yeah, this was great.
Good night,
Yep.
guys.
Good night.
See you guys.